In the following video, the client requested that SmartPTT Bridge 2 Moto Turbo IP Site Connect systems. The bridge must block group calls between the two systems and allow only private calls from a limited number of supervisor radios.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Nikolai. I'm testing the system requests, the enterprise with two different IP site connect systems. Let me show you over here. We got one repeater in UHF and another repeater in VHF. Let's call this guy System 1 and VHF System 2. On the radio server, we are going to need the bridging license just to be active over here. Okay. On the radio server, on the console, we are going to go to the radio server settings and we are going to do the bridging configuration. Let me show you my configuration. So over here, I'm selecting slot number 1 for system number 1. The crossing path is going to be route type and we are selecting just a radio. So we got multiple options like all is going to be the complete slot, toll groups, or radios. I believe this is the request from the customer, and the second system is slot number 1. I'm gonna select over here radio 101 is one of the radios. It's the radio that is on system number 1, and over here the direction. So we got like just to do calls from the system number 1 to system number 2, and also we got the option to receive and send private calls or call to this specific radio. So for this testing, I'm selecting both ways. I'm gonna click OK. OK. I'm gonna close. Again, this radio is on system number 1. The ID is ID 101. And this radio in system number 2, and the ID is 102. If we got another supervisors that we need to add on these settings, we can add the radios IDs to the bridging table. Okay, so it's really simple to do it. So over here, I'm gonna press first group call. Radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-2-3. So this is the guy on system number 1. Is the radio 101. Now on system number 2. Radio maintenance test 1-2-3, test 1-2-3. So in this way, you can see even when I set this radio from the bridging, the toll groups, they are not crossing each other between systems. Now I'm gonna take this radio and I'm gonna call radio number 102. Okay, that's this radio. Radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-2-3. As you can see, it's doing the crossing. Radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-3. And this radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-3. Is able to reply the call in the private call. Radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-3. So we are able to set the specific radios to do a private call between systems. Also, we can test let's test doing initiating the private call from this radio 102 that is not in the bridging, but this radio is able to receive the private calls. As I go to contact, I got that radio here on the contact list. Radio maintenance test 1-3, test 1-3. So again, if you got like a radio, I don't know, any IDs on system number 1 that you want to do the same settings, like the radio 101, doesn't matter if it's in system number 1 or system number 2, we can add the radios for those supervisors on our bridge configuration. Okay, we can add another radio ID over here. So it's really simple. So we are able to do the system request